Now there's 3 cats over here. Splash in the middle. And Boo here. Stella, Splash, Simba, Hydrox, and Boo. The LuckyFerals. 9:22 a.m. Splash is in the front window. I don't know what he's looking at. Someone knocked down the small cat tower again. This time it did not make the loud bang it made last time. Good morning, Stella. Stella, Splash, and Simba were on free roam last night. And Stella jumped on my bed this morning and she got her pets. Right, Stella? You got your pets? Boo is in his cat tower in his room and he's grooming himself. He's a very happy boy. Simba's in the kitchen waiting for his wheatgrass. Here comes Stella. Hello, Stella. I'm gonna eat your wheatgrass, or you're not interested today? Boo just jumped off of his cat tower. You done? This is where Simba goes. The boys love being by Boo's door. They really want to be friends with Boo. Like, they want to have another playmate. And yesterday was really encouraging with Boo to be in the harness and all of them to have crunchies together on the rug without anyone being in a crate or anything. And that went really well. I just wish it didn't happen so late at night. But I got a really good night's sleep. And hopefully today we could have more of that. We'll see what happens. Good girl, Stella, you're done. She only scratched around for like less than a minute. That was good. Did you see her scratch the walls? Today, Boo's getting his Nature's Variety Instinct raw bites with water and all that stuff that I sprinkled on top, which he's really enjoying. Basically, that's all the crumbs that are left from the freeze-dried raw bites in their package. Like, after you give the cats all of the bites out of the package, there's like all this, I guess it's like crumbs, it's the best way I could describe it. And they're basically just kind of like crushed up bits. And you can use them to top off cat food. And Boo really likes them. And I do have to say that they smell really good. So that is what Boo is having for breakfast. And I am going to be putting a lot more water into his food just because I feel like he has not been drinking enough water lately. And I don't know if you guys can see that also, but those freeze-dried crumbs, they're making like a chicken broth in there because it's freeze-dried chicken bites. And as they're kind of reconstituting with the water, it's looking like a chicken broth. And so these are the rest of the crumbs from the bottom of this bag. It's the Instinct Raw Boost mixers. So these are the crumbs. I would like to perform a little experiment with these crumbs. What I am going to do is add some water and let these sit and reconstitute and see if the cats then enjoy that as like a chicken broth. The rep from Nature's Variety says you can reconstitute these freeze-dried raw bites by soaking them in water. Sometimes cats like that. I'm going to see how well it works with the crumbs. So the ingredients on here are chicken, including ground chicken bone, chicken liver, pumpkin seeds, carrots, apples, butternut squash, turkey liver, turkey heart, flaxseed, montmorillonite clay, dried kelp, broccoli, mixed casseroles, apple cider vinegar, salmon oil, rosemary extract, blueberries, and dried chicory root. Love all of those ingredients. I mean, it is just so packed with nutrients, flavonoids, and phytochemicals. It's amazing. So let's add some water to this and let's see what happens. This is what it looks like. All of the crumbs have kind of risen to the top of the water, and I can't stir them in. They don't easily dissolve like that, but they should reconstitute. So let's see what happens. Right now it is 9:54 a.m. I am going to put this over to the side. I'll put a cover on it, and we'll come back in a few hours and see what's going on. It is 46 degrees out. I'm so happy. I came outside to give Hydrox some food. Both of these bowls are basically empty. There's a dry feeder, no dry food. Today the bowls finally got washed, and it's about 46 degrees here, so it's about 20-degree difference. 12:26 p.m. and look at the patio. Look, the snow's gone. I'm so happy. And look at this, somebody has been using the shelter. Do you see how there's like that plush blanket kind of peeking out? Yep. Someone's been using the shelter, because I don't remember seeing it like that. Now the whole tub itself is just kind of like pushed over. That could be because Hydrox walks kind of like behind the tub, between the tub and the house. So he could have pushed it over, but that's interesting. The thermometer inside the shelter says it's about 74 degrees in there. It's still about 48 degrees on this one. So it's about a 26-degree difference. So I'm upstairs right now, and I'm getting some stuff done around the house, and I have the live stream of the cats downstairs on the TV in the living room. So it's so funny. So here I am upstairs getting stuff done, but I can keep an eye on what's going on downstairs with the cats. So here is the freeze-dried crumbs that have been soaking in water for a few hours now. And I just put it down for Boo to taste, but he looks like he doesn't want any. It's about 4 p.m. right now, and I just heard the automatic feeder go off. So that's good, because I have been wondering if it has been going off or if there have been problems with it. And right now, I believe Hydrox is actually eating from it. I mean, he was eating from it like a minute ago when I looked out the window and I said, let me go find my camera. The problem is, I couldn't find my camera, and the one that I'm using now is kind of like my secondary camera. That's the problem with these small black cameras. They get misplaced so easy. I wish someone made cameras that were like bright red or like neon orange, because they're so much easier to find. I'm just about to go outside and feed Hydrox. This is a little bit of Hydrox's food. I let Boo have a taste. He eats very nicely out of a spoon now. He's gotten so much better about not scratching things and people. Okay, Boo. That's it. That's it. You gonna lick the spoon? You wanna lick it? Gonna lick it clean? Okay, lick it clean. Okay, yeah, you want the other side? No? Okay. It's about 5:30 right now. I love that the days are getting longer. I just gave Hydrox half a can of wet food because I saw him eating dry food not too long ago. There is still dry food in the bowl. Right now, it is about 38 degrees. The thermometer on the side of the cat shelter says it is about 48 degrees in there. It is 6:25 p.m. right now. And the downstairs cats are all sleeping in their beds, all in a row on the sofa. And there's the live stream going on. And right now I still have it on the TV upstairs. if I'm curious as to what they're doing, I just walk in the room and look at the screen. So this is what they've been doing for the last several hours. They've been shifting around a little bit, and I was going to feed them maybe like an hour ago, and I saw they were sleeping so nicely, so I said, well, I'll just wait. And right now it's almost 6:30, and I'm just going to wait a little while longer. A lot of times they don't eat until 7:30, 8 o'clock anyway. And here's Boo. Boo's been hanging out in the cat tower in the front window. And that's the Dyson vacuum. I've been doing some vacuuming. And Boo's been a very good boy. He's not eating yet either. He's gonna eat the same time that the other cats eat. Boo ate all of his breakfast. All of it. There's nothing left. Okay, I have this other bag of mixer dust, and I just put it on top of his dinner because he seemed to enjoy it on his breakfast so much. I just brought the stuffed rat into Boo's room. What do you guys think he's gonna do with it? What is it, Boo? Is it a rat? It was downstairs with the other cats. They've been playing with it. What is it, Boo? Is it a rat? Is it a rat? You gonna play with the rat? Like the tail? Stella likes the tail. Or you want me to hang it like that? Like that? It's too big for you? You like the smaller rats? So what I would like to do right now is put the harness on Boo and then kind of let him mingle with the other cats. But actually, what I should really do right now is, because the other cats just came upstairs, I'm going to put a few gates in Boo's door. Let him play with the rat, put the gates up, let the cats get used to the idea, and then in a little while, after I do some like cleanup, then I'll let Boo out with the harness on, and we'll see what happens today. This is what Boo did to his tinsel fish. The feathers are gone. I have no idea where they went. For all I know, he could have eaten them. There's the two eyes are still on it, and it ends up that the tinsel is really just like this tinsel ribbon that's like wrapped around this core, and the core is it's like a plastic core. Yeah, it's like a plastic core. So, you know, there's no catnip on this at all. And but Boo enjoyed it. Look, he likes playing with that. But he loves his zebra. This is that squeaky zebra. He loves that. And that's the toy he got like when he first came inside. That time he had his leg fixed at the vet. He just hid under the day bed. He really does not like the rat. I put bird videos on for Simba to watch. It is 9:30 p.m. Boo let me put the harness on him. It was really easy to put the harness on him. Either I'm getting better at it or he's getting better at letting me put it on him. Anyway, I'm going to take the gates off of his room and let him have free roam with the other cats. Stella's sitting in the hallway right now, kind of waiting on him. I'm wiggling the crunchies in the living room. I'm waiting for Boo to come out. Come on, Boo. Okay, here's Boo. Here's Simba. It looked like Simba was gonna greet Boo, and then Simba thought the better of it. I'm gonna move that vacuum out of the way, although it looks like Simba likes it as like a protective thing, so there. I gave Boo some crunchies. I'm giving Simba some crunchies. Eat your crunchies. I just gave Splash some crunchies, but Splash is over by the door. Here he comes. Here comes Splash. Here. There goes Simba. to eat Splash's Crunchie. They're getting 2 little crunchies. 2 little crunchies. I don't know where Stella is. Stella! Stella! Now these crunchies are the, I think it's the Blue Wilderness dry food. So they're not treats, it's actually just dry cat food. Notice Boo's doing really good. He's not scratching me. And I'm like throwing treats at Splash and Boo's not going after them. He's like looking at what they're doing, but he's not going after them. Boo seems pretty happy right now. I'm very happy with Boo's manners right now. Like he's being a perfect gentleman. I think I hear Stella in the dining room. Or it could just be that the heat kicked on and it's just like moving something. So they're all here sitting on the rug eating their crunchies. It's been like 5 minutes of me giving them crunchies right now. They're only getting 2 little crunchies at a time. Okay. I put that on because I thought maybe they'd like to play with it, but what's going on is Boo is looking for more crunchies, and Simba doesn't like that. I don't know if you saw Simba raise his paw. So here's what just happened. Boo was hanging out in the living room with Simba and Splash, and I thought, well, I think all the cats are upstairs, so let me pick up Boo and let me bring him downstairs and let him have some time to explore the downstairs. So I pick him up and I carry him through the kitchen, and Stella was sitting in the door to the kitchen, like she's sitting in the mat. So I carried him thinking she's going to either run into the dining room or downstairs, but she didn't. She just like stood there, and then she looked like she wanted to go downstairs, and I was already on the stairs holding Boo, and he was starting to wiggle like he wanted to get out. So hey, what's going on here, guys? So then I ended up just turning around with him and bringing him back up. Boo. I don't know why Simba's trying to use his litter box. I don't know if this is like a power thing or what. Boo! I just put his leash on just in case. He looked like he was gonna jump. I hope Simba's not making a stinky. Simba's growling. I think Simba's trying to say that Simba wants this room back. Poor Boo. He's like, who are these crazy people? It looks like he didn't even do anything. I don't see any pee or poop. What was that about, Simba? I have Stella and Boo eating crunchies together. Stella's been growling, and Simba and Splash are a few feet away. But Stella was sitting in the kitchen, and she was just sitting there, so I picked her up and I brought her into Boo's doorway, and I was just holding her. And I was like, Stella, do you see Boo? You see Boo? And I put her down. She growled a few times and walked away. And Boo was in his room just relaxing. And Stella was here, so I wanted to sneak her some crunchies, you know? But there's no sneaking anything in this house when it comes to cats, because I try to sneak Stella crunchies, and Boo comes running out of his room. So, Stella's right there. I'll give Boo some crunchies. They could both eat their crunchies. Eat your crunchies, Stella. She's growling. Now she's not. Like, she growls and she stops. She growls and she stops. Yeah. It's like Boo has his back to her. And now she's gonna eat a little bit, maybe not. But Boo eats his crunchies so fast, it's like I can't even keep up with him. Stella, are you growling? It's like Boo don't care. All Boo cares about is eating his crunchies. Stella, eat your crunchies. I just gave Stella a few pats on the head, and now she's eating her crunchies. Maybe it's a jealousy issue with Stella. Maybe that's what it is more than anything. I just gave Stella some crunchies over here. She's a bit farther away from Boo. She's maybe like 4 feet away from him. Now she's eating her crunchies. Boo's eating his crunchies. Splash has decided he's going to walk over and eat the crunchies that Stella left on the rug. So here's Boo, here's Splash, and there's Stella. And Boo, I mean, He's eating so much. Stella's eating her crunchies. Boo is eating his crunchies. What I find interesting is that Boo has moved over to these leftover crunchies, but he hasn't even touched one yet. Like, he's just kind of figuring out if it's safe to touch them or not, because Stella's growling from a few feet away. I just gave him some more crunchies and he jumped on top of these, so he definitely wants crunchies. He's just contemplating those because I guess he doesn't want to be attacked by Stella. I gave Stella some more crunchies also. There's Splash. Now Boo went over to eat the crunchies. I guess he figures Stella's eating the other crunchies, so she's preoccupied. Now I do want to point out that none of the cats got crunchies today at all. They had their breakfast, which was wet food, and then they had their dinner, which was wet food. And this is the only crunchies that they're getting, so I'm kind of holding back on crunchies. Let's use the crunchies as like training tools. Right, Boo? You didn't get any crunchies today. This is the only crunchies you're getting. And Boo's gotten a lot of crunchies right now. I just gave him crunchies a little bit closer to this like round thing, so Boo's like right there. And there's still his crunchies. I don't know if she's gonna eat them. She might want to keep her distance from Boo. Okay, so right now I have them both eating on like opposite sides of this undercover mouse thing. See? See? So the party platter is just like a little bit smaller than this. Let's say maybe 6 inches in diameter less than this. So, hey. What's going on there? I should get those clickers. I guess Stella had enough crunchies because she walked away and she left them on the rug. So, I think Boo is at his fill of crunchies, and I have this toy here, so I've been just playing with him. And here's an audience. Simba's watching from the cat tower. Splash is watching from the other end of this play rug, and Stella's watching from near the front door. They're very interested in Boo. They're very curious about Boo. Now Stella's on her scratch and roll because she wants to play too. So here we are, all sitting in a circle. Boo, me, Stella, Splash, and the whirly toy in the middle. Because we don't have a campfire, but we have a whirly toy. We're all staring at the whirly toy. Except for Stella. Stella's glaring at Boo. All 4 cats are on the play rug. I got these 3 on this side, and I got Boo on this side, and we're playing with toys. Now there's 3 cats over here. Splash in the middle, and Boo here. I think Splash wants to show his dad how brave he is. Look at this. Look. Splash is gonna play near Boo. Okay, right now it's about 10:30 and everything's been going really well with like Boo playing and Simba playing and Splash playing. But here's the deal. Boo really enjoys playing by like jumping on cats, and I could see him starting to like get antsy and you know, think about jumping on the other cats. He hasn't done it, but okay, so sure enough, what I thought he looked like he wanted to do, he did. Splash was playing on the rug. The next thing I know, Boo goes and tries to jump on Splash. And I diverted Boo's attention by telling him not to do that. And Splash ran away. But Boo can move pretty fast in a harness. Right now he's in his combat crawl, but he looks like he's going after the cats again. Look at this. You going in your room, Boo? Come on.